Hello guys, is the sound okay for you? And can you see me? Snow flurries in Ohio, eh, Christine? It's just started raining here. I didn't mean to say W, I was just holding my phone. I thought so, hey blank. I thought there'd be an explanation like that. How is everybody doing today? Like I said, the weather's just turned to nonsense here. It's raining. Hi, Vinakshilson, Madeline. Good. Everyone can hear me. Brilliant. Right. I thought we'd have a catch up. It's a bonfire night in the UK. I don't know if you guys do. I don't suppose you do bonfire night in America or Australia. Hi, Julia, Carol, Ava, everybody, Space Cadet. Sorry if I've missed anybody. Proud Nanny, Granny Loves Coffee. Hi, everybody. Mary Cornell, Epitome UK, Queen Bee, Super of Market Garden. Trying not to miss anybody. Hello, welcome all. And Joan, yeah, you want to join in too? Well, she wants me to go and give her treats. She just had treats, literally, just now. And she's going on and on. She's trying to assert her dominance on the boat. I'm a live chat virgin. Are you, Chinchilla? It's really easy. You just chat. Right. I've just seen a rather amusing article in page 6. We all know that's Megsy's go-to, isn't it? Sharer. We don't have bonfire night in Newfoundland, Canada, but it won't happen tonight. Way too much wind. Was someone in the chat? Hi, Cindy. Someone in the chat just said that they're going to Lewis tonight. Lewis, the town I grew up in. I spent the first 20 years of my life in Lewis. I was born in Brighton, but raised in Lewis. It's a very, very, very old town. It's the county town of Sussex, or East Sussex at least. And in the UK, bonfire night is the thing about Guy Fawkes, Houses of Parliament. You know, Graham and I always found it a little bit suspicious that the king, it was the actual king who caught Guy Fawkes in the act. Went down in his pajamas with his night crown on, you know. But in the town I grew up in, Lewis, it's got very little to do with Guy Fawkes. It's to do with Mary, Queen Mary, you know, Henry VIII's eldest daughter. And there were martyrs, and they grabbed, it was all over religion, you know. They grabbed a load of them and they set fire, they burned them. And a load of people in the town watched it happen, and it was really horrific. And it turned into a huge thing in Lewis. So they have these bonfire societies. It's kind of cool. And they spend all year round fundraising. I mean, they raise a lot of money. Back in the day when I was a teenager, you know, they'd raise 40,000, 50,000 pounds just for the firework display. They spend that much money on fireworks. I mean, these days, good gracious, could be pushing $250,000 for the firework displays. I don't know. Fireworks have been going off for the last couple of weeks. Yeah, animals find it very stressful. Yes, they do. We haven't got any fireworks going off here. So, and actually, as long as she was getting her treats, I don't think she'd care. Look, you're getting fat. You're getting fat. All these treats. There's a grumpy face. Say hello. Hello. She just wants me to go downstairs and continually give her these. They've got catnip or something in them, and she goes crazy for it. She drives me mad. Go on schedule first somewhere else. So yeah, they raise a lot of money, and then they have these fabulous firework displays. I think there's about 5 or 6 bonfire societies, and they do processions up and down the high street, and it's brilliant, really brilliant. When I was a kid, hi Debs. Oh, I saw you on Carla's Antics, everybody. Carla, one of the moderators, I don't know if she's here at the moment. Hi Zephyr, Tabitha, has a channel. Feel free to drop a link in the comments if you want, guys. Carla's Antics, and then you can hear what one of the moderators sounds like. And she has just interviewed Debs Scotland Yard, who a lot of people know. Come on, Puss. And so you can now hear what Deborah sounds like. And it was really interesting for me as a content creator to hear the moderator's point of view, and how it's different for everybody. So we're all wishing Carla well with her channel. Well, we wish everybody well with their channels, of course, whoever they are. So yeah, bonfire night tonight. So whoever it was who said, it was someone before we went live, said they're going to Lewes. Hi, Carla. No probs. There she is. There she is in the comments. That's the one. The one with the spanner. Yeah, they were discussing what it's like to moderate for different content creators. I mean, I've never really thought of it from that point of view, that it varies depending on the content creator. I mean, I pretty much let anything goes. Although there is one individual, and I think the mods know who I'm talking about. I think he might have a terrible case of Tourette's. And if you see that guy, feel free. I think just about every content creator has banned and blocked that nutcase from their channel. And I have no time for him. I have no time and I have no sympathy. I don't like him at all. He's not a content creator. He's just a very, very, very rude person who goes around from channel to channel calling people fat, old, saying people have big noses, and he's just awful. He's awful, and he needs to go away, find his manners, and then come back, and then perhaps people will allow him to comment. So yeah, what was I up to? Oh yeah, Lewes. Yeah, they were saying it might get rained off. I don't think it gets rained off, Lewes. I don't think so. Come hell or high water, the people of Lewes will do bonfire night. Actually, I know we're a bit past Halloween, but there was a church near, well, there is a church near where I used to live in Lewes called St. Anne's. It was my dad's favourite church, and it had these huge pillars. In fact, my dad's funeral was held at St. Anne's. One of my sisters got married there. It was literally just up the road, pretty much next door. And some builders went in to do some work on one of the pillars, and a chunk fell out, and the pillar was hollow, and there was a skeleton in there. So they had to call the police and everything. A very, very, very old skeleton. And they think, or they thought, that that was from the days of Queen Mary and the martyrs. And they think it was probably a religious martyr who had themselves bricked up inside a pillar. And they said they would have left a gap so parishioners could bring them food if they wanted to. And then if they forgot, they'd forget. I mean, I ask questions like whether they go to the toilet and stuff. But yes, there is a brewery, Wendy. I went to school with the lad. His dad was, I don't know if he owned the brewery, Harvey's. I don't know if he owned it or not, or if he was the manager. Yeah, there's... Hello, Poppet. So yeah, shall we get stuck into this page 6 article? Because it does amuse me, these kind of things. They do amuse me. And then we can talk about whatever you guys like. You just say in the comments. Hi, Gay. Ginger. There's 2 gingers. I didn't realise that. Hi, Purple Velvet. So yeah, I'll screen share this one so you can have a look. Oh, I better mute my sound. Oh, that must have been really annoying you guys all this time. Oh my God, look at all those comments I've missed. Shit. I really wish you guys could see what I can see right now. It's like, holy camole, I am so behind. Right. page 6. Oh, these are the comments. Let's start with the article. I'm sure the comments were, look at that. Oh, I'm having such a good time. She crazy, isn't she? Even her teeth look crazy. But I think you guys will enjoy this one. So it says, Hollywood has soured on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Well, yeah, I think we've all mentioned that quite a few times, haven't we? Dan Wootton's producer got punched in the ribcage yesterday at a Tommy Robinson. But oh, that's awful, isn't it? I really don't like that sort of thing. Isn't that terrible? What's gone wrong with people? What's the matter? Oh, nothing in life, I don't think, is that important over whether people agree or disagree over things. To punch someone in the stomach, that's terrible. Right. I don't think they were ever warmed up. No, I don't think so either, Zephyr. But I think, well, I mean, I enjoyed this, so I thought you guys would enjoy this. Here we go. Here we go. Right. I've just had a notification, an email from YouTube that I'm live. Right. I need a notification from YouTube to tell me I'm live. And in it, it says unsubscribe. YouTube is asking me to unsubscribe from my own channel. So thank you for bringing that to my attention, YouTube. If you wouldn't mind, ladies and gentlemen, I don't normally ask, but if you wouldn't mind subscribing and liking, I would appreciate it. Because apparently also, if you don't at least like 1 or 2 videos in the week or make a comment, YouTube dismiss you as a bot and they remove you from all the channels you're subscribed to. That's apparently what happens. I mean, what a ridiculous policy. There are loads of videos I watch and I don't like and I don't comment. You know, I know. I'm not sure, Elsie, that I was subscribed to myself in the first place. Do you know what? I'm going to take a bloody screenshot of that. I'll have to do it on my phone. And then I'll email it to myself. This is incredible. I mean, this is so flipping YouTube, isn't it? Those bots, yeah, bots. They're just like microwave pizza, aren't they? They've got that one down to a fine art. Not. I mean, it's a far cry from the Terminator, isn't it? Oh, you bear with me a minute. I'm going to show you guys this on the screen. It's outrageous. It's monstrous. Monstrous, I tell you. Right, choose file from photos. There we go. Add. Seeing is believing, isn't it? Upload. And they don't do that for anyone. You know, if I get a notification, I've got an even better one. I mean, I don't get this with any other flipping YouTuber. I'm gonna attach that one as well. Talk amongst yourselves, guys. Don't worry about me. Come on, hurry up. Right. I'll choose another file. This is unbelievable. And it's got to be like an AI thing. Do you know, I saw an article in Google about YouTube. Oh. Have I actually attached them? No files attached. Oh, bloody marvellous. Right. 1, 2. Add. Upload. That apparently some pretty big YouTubers have been deleted by bots by accident. They're relying far, far too much on bots these days. And bots are they're not sophisticated enough at this stage. Well, let's get on with the article. Well, I'll wait for that to upload. Is the Hollywood show over for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex? Well, I don't think it ever started. A Hollywood source tells Page 6. Well, I've got a question. Hollywood source. Hollywood's like massive. It's a town. It's an area. It's who's the source? Come on, come on. Could they not get some cojones and someone step forward? Wouldn't it be hilarious if someone like George Clooney or, you know, Michael Douglas, if Michael Douglas is still alive, or one of the big A-listers, or Angelina Jolie, wouldn't it be hilarious if they just said, I'm working with that bitch? That would be awesome. A Hollywood source tells Page 6 that when it comes to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, there's not only no appetite left for them in LA, but they've also worn through any goodwill they had. I bet. I bet. Right. Files are uploaded. Back to email. Another source tells us people are sick of them. The act has gotten stale. Netflix recently downgraded their deal with the high-profile pair. Well, she crowed that was a win, didn't she? It's like, oh, I got fired today. Oh, that opens so many doors, doesn't it? A source tells Page 6 that the couple have no finesse when it comes to business. Well, oh dear. Someone had to tell Page 6 that bit. Yeah, I'm sick of them too, Christine. That's why a lot of my videos are not, you know, don't include her at all. YouTube worth worth 1 trillion, worth more than Disney, which is 200 billion. Yeah. I mean, I understand YouTube, the volume of data that is being uploaded to YouTube on a daily basis must be an absolute nightmare for them. But you'd think that by now, after all these years, and they started in 2005, I think, so 20 years that this platform's been going, you would think that they could have refined their bots a little bit. And also, I don't think they can rely entirely on bots. Right, I've emailed myself, so that should, well, I'll go into the sent file then. Right. I'll just log into my email and I'll download. No, stop giving me mouth, cat. I'm not interested. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys this because this is absolutely, this is shocking. I can't believe it. And you know, I subscribe to other YouTubers and I get, for example, I'll get a notification HG Tudors live. Nowhere in that email does it say unsubscribe from HG Tudor or Trevor Colt's live. Nowhere in that email do I get like a notification. Where's the blooming thing gone? Right, I think I've got it. Where did it go? Oh, there's so much on this desktop. Yeah, that's one of them. Where's the other one gone? Oh, computers. Got it. I'm just going to show you guys this quickly. It's unbelievable, this. Right, StreamYard. So I'll stop sharing that. Window. Chrome tab. Tile screen. Nope. Okay, maybe it's not screen share. Image file. Well, I've just said share it. Is it sharing it? No. There was an issue with your file. Please try again. What? Well, I've got the images open. It must be in a window. Can you guys see that? Can you see that? Now live, let's have a catch up. I mean, you can only see a little bit of Megsy's ear there. But can you see that? It says unsubscribe in blue. I don't get that with any other YouTuber when they go live. Nobody. And I'm not even subscribed to myself. How would I subscribe to myself? This is YouTube, you're nuts. There's fucking Harry Windsor running this show or something. No, I know, Be Mad. It's probably really small, and especially on a phone, it's going to be really small. But the flaming cheek. Talk about YouTube getting caught with their pants right down. I mean, it bad enough back in the day. They would unsubscribe me from my own husband and vice versa. Like, we don't talk to each other, or we wouldn't notice. I mean, do they not realise that this kind of idiotic behaviour is going to bring them on top? But they're now asking me to unsubscribe from myself. All right, I'll stop going on about that. We'll go back to the article, because I needed you guys to see that, because it irritates the hell out of me every time I flipping well see it. Really, really irritates me right now. StreamYard. Okay. Stop sharing that. We'll go back to the article. Now I've got that off my chest. Flipping heck. pull your weight around with Fiona. Oh, hi, Faith. Right, back to the show. They're just hopeless in professional settings, you think? We're told Harry even allegedly showed up late to a Netflix meeting and then asked an executive for a cup of hot chocolate. This is apparently his go-to beverage of choice. It's quite babyish. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a hot chocolate, but can I have a glass of warm milk? The story echoes of a similar claim made by a Spotify employee who told Vanity Fair that Harry asked for the same drink, but there was none in the office, so employees scrambled to obtain some. An idea was pitched to Harry. What if he reviewed a hot chocolate every week while chatting to a different friend? Well, I'm sure there's loads of different hot chocolates on the market, but I'm not sure there's 52 or more. And has Harry got any friends? Is he allowed any friends, or has he been utterly and completely isolated? Who would be put forward as his friend? I know he suggested Putin and President Trump at one point. Markle, who starred in 2 seasons of Netflix's With Love, Meghan. No, it was her own show. Has her own challenges, we hear. Should we hear what Meghan's challenges are? She's convinced she's smarter than everyone and dismissive. Apparently, she controls everything. You know, people, page 6 are saying all these things like they're shocking. Like nobody knew this ever before. To quote from the Vanity Fair, an anonymous person who worked in media projects said dealing with Markle was really, really, really awful, very painful. Well, that ties in with the person the other week who worked for them. I told you this man worked for them as their security. He was in some form of security in the Windsor estate. And that's what he said. They're really, really, really awful. She is by far the worst. And he said they changed their mind about everything every 5 minutes. It was unfair what their staff truly do about it. What could their staff truly do about it? The sources were anonymous and things could not be refuted. No, but I mean, just look at that face. Pair of twats, aren't they? Staffers are terrified of Meghan. Yes, I can believe that. She belittles people. She doesn't take advice. That answers a lot of questions for a lot of us, doesn't it? So there's not a lot of point in hiring expensive advice if she's not going to listen. because she thinks she's brilliant. I'm brilliant. I don't need your advice. Then why hire them? Or is it just for someone for Harry to talk to? Hi, Denise, Luzu, Holly, Wendy, Rusty Mouse. I think it was you. You were the one that said you were going to go to Lewis tonight. They're both poor decision makers. They change their minds frequently. Well, that is exactly what this security guy said. Was it a week ago? A couple of weeks ago? Harry is a very charming person. No airs at all. Well, he's off his face most of the time, isn't he? But he's very much an enabler. Yep, I think so. And she's just terrible. Yeah, that's exactly what the security guy said from Windsor. But it's not all doom and gloom for the former royals. I'm glad they call them former royals. Oh, look at that waistband. That's very high up, isn't it? Do you know, the way she wears her trousers, bless him, my grandfather, Grandpop, I've got to tell you this, my grandfather wore his trousers really high up, bless him. And he had very unusual taste in clothes. He was my dad's dad. My dad was a very conservative person. He didn't like anything snazzy. He didn't like change. He liked his suits to be a dark charcoal. I mean, one time the tailor suggested using a material that had a really faint orange fleck through it. I mean, you had to really look close to see it. My dad said, "Oh, what do you think? Do you think I'm on drugs? Why are you showing me this psychedelic nonsense?" You know, my dad just went crazy. I'm not. Me and my mum were like, "You can hardly see it." This fella in Austin Reed was like, "I assure you, Mr. Mont, it's all the rage." He said, "I'm not here for rage. I'm not here for fashion. I just want my standard charcoal cloth." But his father was the complete opposite, and would frequently wear suits in the most vicious tartan pattern and colour you've ever seen in your life. Like one Christmas he turned up in quite a strong pink tartan suit, and the tartan bars were very far apart. You know, they were like this. It was a very bold pattern. It was also the 1970s, so he had huge collars and one of those frilly shirts and a big bow tie in velvet. And my father's face every Christmas was, you know, which amused us, me, my mum, my sisters, because we knew how my dad would kick off over. Do you mind, Cat? Please don't. You can have treats afterwards if you're a good girl. You know, we just thought it was hilarious because they couldn't have been more different. And and Pop wore his trousers like that, you know, right up just underneath the nipples. So Megsy, goodness, show us the cat. No, Cat's been up already, Faith. She'll be back in a minute, tapping me on the shoulder and shouting at me because she wants treats, and she's had treats. Another source told Page 6 in July that the pair are working on more TV shows. Like what? Does anybody, right, hands up for a moment, does anybody believe that Meet Me by the Lake or whatever shit that's called, does anyone ever believe she's going to make that? Serious question. Yes, welcome to everybody joining the chat. Is that the same dress Em is wearing in white, like the navy one she wore to Kevin Costner's? I didn't see what she wore to Kevin Costner's because she had a gigantic cape on, like a big tartan cape. Oh, excuse my stomach. I'm going to have egg and chips after this. My air fryer broke. The one Graham bought last year. No, I don't believe she's ever. Yes, after the divorce. I don't think so, Lady Nemu. I don't think so. It will be hilarious if she made it on a budget where she's the star and Harry's the star. Oh, fucking hell, it'd be better than Acorn Antiques. Oh, roar with laughter. Oh, please, God, make it happen. Please. Just put the thought in Megsy's little pea brain. and it will just lighten the mood on your planet Earth, and we can all have a damn good laugh. Not being blasphemous, that was genuine. Megan should be wearing a straitjacket. Yeah, Dixie, it broke. It comes on. It's got like all zeros, and I choose the top oven, and I turn the knob, and nothing happens. Oh, Brian, you've been a very naughty boy, and he's not the Messiah. Yeah, I know, and it was the middle of the night, and I wanted egg and chips. And we haven't even had it a year, have we? Because Trevor and Gwen and Sebastian came over to visit last year on the 16th of November. I distinctly remember because it was such a hoo-ha because we had people in the house who didn't leave until the morning. And Graham bought it after Trevor went back when his brother came out. So it hasn't even lasted a year. I think it was like €400 or some shit. And it's broken. Well, I'll have to check out YouTube, and there's probably a hack. So I've got my old faithful halogen oven. Yeah, not even a year, Debs, not even a year. I know, darned air fryer. It's one of those ninja things as well. It's really irritating because Ben uses it a lot as well. Orange is the new black. Yeah, he did love that air fryer. He did. I'm going to shed real tears over that air fryer because it should last longer than a year. Hello, Colorado, and everybody else from all other corners of the earth. We're just discussing. Do you know what I'd like to see Megsy star in? I'm absolutely 100% serious about this, guys. Your ninja has broken too, Denise. Right, that's it. We need to start a movement. The piss take ninja people. What are they playing at? Yeah, I'll tell you what I would like to see Megan starring in. Seriously, I'd actually pay £10 to see this. I would like to see her play the late Lady Lucan. Blonde wig and everything. Oh, Mummy Dearest. Oh yeah, the stepmother in Snow White. You mean the Wicked Queen? Do you know what? You're putting ideas in her head there. Who was it who said the Wicked Queen? The Windsors. Da, 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 da. Which one of you said the Wicked Queen now? Anne. You're putting up. You should be her agent because, like, everyone detests this woman. She is the baddie of the royal family. She's even less popular than Prince Andrew. That is quite an achievement in light of recent events. I mean, it really is. Talk about aiming low. She could end up being hired by Disney to play the baddie. And if that happens, it's all Anne's fault because she suggested it here. Bond girl being saying it. Bond girl, Antonia. Oh, bondage. Bondy girl. Bond girl. She's a bad seed. She won't have to act. Exactly. I've had my LG washer and dryer for 17 years. That's bloody marvellous. Yeah, some things just last, don't they? Or are you being served, Mrs. Slocum? And her pussy, yeah. Catherine is Snow White. I was just saying, a la Rachel. I was just saying my grandfather, bless him, towards the end of his life, he actually wore his trousers slightly higher than that. A bondage girl. I'm not reading that comment out, Diana. I am not reading that out. Come on, people. You love Megan. I know you do secretly. You all think she's so beautiful and talented and charming and witty and such a goddess in the kitchen, teaching everyone how to boil water. I know it. I know it. She should actually do a pantomime, you know, a physical, like Meghan Markle starring in at the Blackpool Theatre. I reckon it'd sell out. It might come to that, ladies and gentlemen, at some point. It might. Miss Piggy. Oh, Miss Piggy was kind of charming and beautiful. But no, seriously, I reckon she could. What was that? What were their names again? Veronica. She was called Veronica, wasn't she? Bingham. The Binghams. Lord Lucan and Lady Lucan, because Lady Lucan was really quite a fascinating character. Very attractive, but very, very strange in a lot of ways. And I just, when I mean, there are videos of Lady Lucan before she died. Poor lady, she took her own life in the end. But there's just something, I see Veronica Bingham, and I think it would just be too hilarious for words to see Megsie even try to do it, because she'd have to wear a wig for a start. She's got quite a lot of hair. I know she buys it and glues it on, but she's not going to shave her head for the part, is she? She's not that dedicated. So she'd have to tuck all her big hair up and put the wig on, which would make the wig look dead unrealistic. Oh, it'd be fucking hilarious. I can see it now. In fact, I might actually do a parody of it myself. I could do a parody of Megsie doing screen tests of various characters, couldn't I? Bet Lady Lucan from up above, God rest her soul, is thinking, what the hell have I done to deserve this? Meghan can't even play her own character. Well, she's got so many, Pippi. She can't land, or she keeps trying a different thing to be likable. She hasn't figured out silence might work. You know, just shut the fuck up for once, Meghan. She can get my Friday night. What kind of wig do you wear, Brian? Come on. You keep referring to Friday nights. I gather. Oh yeah, Gizza. Do you know what? I'm not defaming the previous Prime Minister, but as soon as I heard Guthrie had named some Prime Minister, I don't know why. I swear to God, I don't know why. Tony Blair's name and face, they were the very first thing that popped into my head. I really don't know why. Would these be like the suit Andrew Ridgeley wore? Oh yeah, I remember him. They were quite shiny suits. Yeah, come on, Brian. Tell us what goes on in Brian's life on a Friday. You have mentioned this before. The Shining. Yeah, she could be in horror films, couldn't she? I mean, I think Hollywood, they don't appreciate her like we do. They just don't realise how fucking hilarious it would be to have such a terrible actress in a show. It was an old friend used to say Friday night, call him Mandy. Well, Graham used to wear a red wig on a Friday. I'm serious. Do any of you guys remember Graham's red wig? He used to get pissed and straight away he'd go, "Where's my wig?" Do any of you remember that? I'm not making this up. My daughter's here to back me up on this one. And we hid the wig in the end. Yeah, where's my red wig? We actually hid the wig because we got sick and tired of the wig joke. It was like, it went on for years, didn't it, Faith? It was like the same fucking joke every Friday. Where's Marcus? Well, I told you she was rebranding or trying to help Marcus get old Soho House out of the dog shit, because they're on the downsies, aren't they? And she's on the downsies. And I do believe I did a video last year. You heard it here first, because I'm that kind of YouTuber, where I said, why doesn't she get a boat and fill it with girls, and she could be a yacht madam or something like that? Well, it's kind of like that, isn't it? Soho House. I've heard those places are a bit seedy. Well, if they let her and Harry in, they've got to be a bit seedy. And as for that Omid Scobie, what the hell's going on there? Don't think we have one. Don't think we have one more. Show a photo. I can get the wig. I know exactly where the wig is. I found it the other day. I cunningly hid it by putting it in a drawer because he left everything on the bedroom floor. So you'd never find anything if I put it in the wardrobe. She wouldn't like the others getting attention. Well, no, but she's getting a bit long in the tooth now, isn't she, Ginger? She's got to be realistic, hasn't she? I mean, unless it's a fetish. When there are much younger, more beautiful women out there, she can make lots of money. Yeah. There's a billionaire or something, isn't there, that owns Soho House? I bet she's after him. Oh, can you hear that? That's an ocean liner leaving. It's just announcing to everybody it's leaving. Realistic. She's manifesting. Need to get ready for work. It's pissing rain up here too. Oh, yeah, it's raising it. Hi, Jaja. Remember Kate +8 on Dancing with the Stars. Megsy will top her. I don't remember that. The career she never had will pick up. Oh yeah, I was reading this article, wasn't I? I got sidetracked there. It's amazing how Meghan captures the imagination, isn't it? Then they go on about the Obamas. Do you know? I've never read any of their books or watched their stuff. So she got dumped by Netflix, and she called it exciting because it gives us flexibility to go to our partners first. What partners? No one wants to fucking know. Then at the same time, shop content that might not be the right fit for Netflix, but has a home to go somewhere else. Well, it's a first that she's got to take it to Netflix first, and they go, no, not interested. Oh, then she's got to shop it around. Oh, the freedom of being fired. Oh, at last, my life's ambition to be fired. So I've got the opportunity to get a job anywhere else in the world rather than being tied to one stupid job that pays $100 million. The couple had a hit with their Harry and Meghan docuseries. I don't think so. But at least they admit Heart of Invictus and Polo got less attention. Let's have a look at the comments. Ron McDonald. Meghan presents herself as a prominent public figure. However, her career trajectory and social behaviour suggests she is more accurately characterised as an ambitious social climber rather than a distinguished actress of notable acclaim. Mama says a legend in her own mind. JG from Par. Just can't understand why Netflix would keep renewing a contract with them. Well, I don't think they have. They're not popular. No, they're not. There's no talent. No, there isn't. Nobody I know watches her shows. You clearly don't know me, JG. I've watched a couple of her shows, and I even stayed awake through an entire episode of at least one of them. It wasn't Polo. It was not Polo. I don't think I watched Heart of Invictus, actually. Is there a reason I'm not grasping onto? No, well, you and the rest of us, Netflix has to be losing money for its investors. Oh, let's have a look at their shares, shall we? Netflix shares. This is one of my hobbies. I love to see the downfall of, Oh, okay, right, let's screen share that one. I'll just fuck that article off. Oh, bless. Poor little Netflix. Diddums. That's over a month. Oh, it's just gone green. Let's have a look. I like to go look at the 6 months. Oh, look at that bit there. It's like it fell off a cliff. 21st of October. Something bad must be when they fired Meghan. And of course, everybody left in protest because she is the genius that props up Netflix. They're fools to have lost her talent. So have a look at that. That is this year. When was her show released? Because there's a couple of nasty little digs there. 1 year, 5 years, and max. Well, it's the lockdown, isn't it? But it's coming off its peak. If I was going to advise anybody, I'd say it's a sell if you hold any. I wouldn't even hold them. I certainly wouldn't buy them. Where's my screen gone? Oh, I've lost my place. I don't want to hit the wrong button and delete you all. Ah, there we go. So there you go. Hollywood's sick of her. Isn't everybody? I would just... That waistband. Everybody's talking about the waistband. But she's a fashionista. Trust me, you just haven't got the same vision. This time next year, everybody will be wearing their trousers right up underneath their tits. Everybody. It's going to be the new thing. Like flares were a big thing at one point. God knows why. Hello, Caro. Where's Caro? My cat is terrified. My wee cat is terrified. Am I shouting too much, or is it the picture of Megan? I just want Megan to disappear forever. Oh no, you don't, blonde girl. No, 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 no. We need to see her featured in a movie where she's given free rein to make a complete fucking idiot of herself. And I think this Meet Me by the Lake, I think it will be marvellous. I think that they should say that the lead character is a young, innocent 16-year-old, and Megsy can play the character, which will make it double, double, double hilarious. And Harry, an intellect. Of course, he might have to learn to read, or at least pretend to hold the book. Hello, Susan Tisdale, cheeky wench. Michael returns. Michael returns. Do you mean like Halloween? Michael Myers. You're the avid gardener. Does that make you an avid gardener? No. No, I'm not very good at gardening at all, actually. Hi, Jenny. There's a film out soon about an actor from LA being hired for a London stage only to find out it is a pantomime with Keitha. One question, Fiona. Have you stopped working on the dolphin boats? Yeah, pretty much for the time being. I still am a consultant, which sounds very important. But it basically means when the shit has hit the fan or they're stuck on something and they've nowhere else to go, then they contact me. I've got a very funny story about the dolphin safari, but I won't tell you guys just yet. But it is hilarious. And it's something that happened not long after Graham died. And I really feel he played a hand in this from beyond the grave. It's I actually roared with laughter for 2 consecutive evenings. I couldn't stop laughing. It was just because our resident narcissistic psychopaths, it involved them, and oh bless, they lost. It really was as if Graham had from beyond the grave gone and done something absolutely their worst nightmare happened. Let's put it that way. We've got a thunderstorm coming. This is so cool. I really hope it gets wild. And then yeah, I know, flashes of lightning, big claps of thunder. That would be so cool. I love thunderstorms. We have some pretty magnificent ones here with Morocco not far away. How did I get the name Avid Gardener, Linda? I just thought it up. You know, I thought, what's the least offensive name I can think of to call myself? Because I saw, before I even started this channel, I saw how the Sugars talk to people. And I thought, oh my God. I mean, I'd never seen anything like it. I've been on the internet since 1993, and I never, ever, ever saw anything as vicious as the Sussex Squad. And I actually sat there for about a month thinking, can I take that if they do that? Because they do that to literally everybody, and not just people who criticize her, anybody who refuses to worship and adore her and kiss her arse. Yeah, all right, Kat, in a bit. And one of the very first people who subscribed left a comment, and they said, you know, great video. Prepare yourself to be called a thief, a criminal, a whore. Prepare to have your family's history looked into, to be fired from your job, to be hunted down like a dog. I mean, it was a really long comment. And I thought, yeah, I had actually already kind of guessed that Meghan's fan base is a bit like that. And so I thought, Abby Gardner. I'm still subscribed. I'm very relieved to hear it, Catherine. Catherine, thank you. Yes, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, guys. I can't believe that YouTube asked me to unsubscribe. I mean, if they're asking me to unsubscribe from my own channel, goodness only knows what they're saying to you guys. My dog Rossi is looking for a cat. Oh. You better keep your mouth shut, cat. There's dogs listening. Hi, Mason. I'm glad you caught the live as well. It's lovely to see all of you. So, oh, your cat's looking as well. I know she's getting really mouthy. And another thing she does to dominate, she likes to create her dominance on the boat. And she's become more and more dominant over the last few months. You know, when cats land, they land front feet first and then quite elegantly back feet. So you can hardly hear them land. Not my cat. No. Her latest thing is, if she jumps off furniture, she deliberately lands all four paws. Boom. You know, like it's... she tries to make the loudest noise possible. And then she'll jump off something else. It's like boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, I'm up here at night on my own sometimes. And I hear this. It sounds like a burglar downstairs. I'm like, my God, what's going on down there? And I go down and she's making this noise to make me go downstairs because that's where the treat bag is. And every time I go to the kitchen, literally, which means a feline potato, Carla. Yes. Yes. A rapture is imminent. Don't get left behind. True gospel. 1 Corinthians 15. For believe, trust the full finished works of Jesus Christ, his death, burial, resurrection for your sins. Trust in Jesus today. Well, I can't argue with that. I tell you what, I really enjoyed going to the cathedral the other day. I'm not a churchgoer, actually. But the last time I was in a house of God before that was Westminster Abbey when I went with Graham. And Graham said to me, I think this is the only time in over 20 years we've been in a church, because we didn't get married in the church. We got married at registry office. And it was lovely. We both really enjoyed it. And the thing I enjoyed about the cathedral, both the Abbey, Westminster Abbey and Gibraltar Cathedral, it wasn't so much the building. It was really nice. All the people were there, especially the other night. They were all kind of there for the same reason. And the Westminster Abbey was just really nice to experience a service in the Abbey, which I love church now. I don't know why either. I know, Sparks. I mean, when I was a kid, you couldn't drag me backwards in there. I'd burst into flames if you took me anywhere near a church. Or I'd groan and moan and pull a face, you know, if I had to go anywhere near. But it's just, it was a really lovely vibe the other night. And, well, I mean, Jib's a small place. There were a couple of people I knew sort of recognized. Poor babies, so frustrating that I cannot help them. I'm glad you went to the service. Yes, it did. It completely changed everything, Rhonda. A completely different outlook, especially to see all those other families. I mean, like I say, they read out like 150 names. I was beginning to think, how long is this list? Graham was like the third name. And I thought, you know, they were reading that list for about 15 minutes. And so when I left, there was some guy at the door. It was some sort of dignitary, very important person, Gibraltarian. And when they all went up to get the bread and the wine, and, you know, I don't do that because, I mean, you can, but I don't because I've never been confirmed. My parents were both confirmed. Both my sisters were confirmed. I opted not to be. So I just don't. I don't know why. I feel it's not for me. But while they were all queuing up and their backs were turned, it was near the end of the service. I thought I can sneak out now, avoid eye contact, you know, with anybody I know. So there were a couple of people. There was, like I say, there was a guy who arrested Graham once. He was in there, and we locked eyes, and he was like, oh, but it was the middle of a service, so I thought I'd get out there before all that starts. And this dignitary at the door, I said to him, all those people couldn't possibly have died in the last year, and they've done all those funerals. And he went, oh, no. He said, it's basically anybody who's ever had a funeral at that particular cathedral. And the list goes back a long way. And can you hear the thunderstorm? Oh, this is going to be awesome, guys. A live thunderstorm. I'll move the camera so you can see it in a minute if it starts getting really warm. And no, you're not getting any treats. I'm going to throw you in the water if you keep that attitude up. Yeah, so because it's quite, there's not that many people that have a funeral at Gibraltar Cathedral. There's 2 cathedrals. There's a Catholic one and a C of E, and it's the C of E. They're pretty much next door to each other. Most people in Gibraltar have their service. There's a little Catholic chapel opposite the funeral directors next to Commonwealth Cemetery. And they do services no matter what your religion is, despite the fact it's a Catholic. They do it. And I think it's free, actually. I think it's free to have the funeral service in the little chapel. Well, it's quite a big chapel on Devil Tower Road. But the funeral director said for an extra £120, it would be the cathedral. And I know that Graham would have really liked that. I mean, just the thought of a cathedral. I've never known anybody who's been married or... Oh, I know one person who had a christening in St. Paul's Cathedral. Our neighbour, the guy and his missus who've got the boat behind us, they've had several christenings in St. Paul's Cathedral because I don't think it's because they lived in the City of London, but there was some connection to their family. And he said all of their family have the right, if they... Are we safe in a thunderstorm? Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Can you hear it? I will not get remarried. If I get a cat and a dog, they will be allowed in the future. It's free, but you pay a stipend to the priest usually. There are groups within the church that provide refreshment. Right, thanks, Zephyr. Yeah. I mean, in Gibraltar, there are dense communities of Church of England, Catholic, Jewish, Muslim, Sikh. I mean, there is every religion represented. And what the lovely thing about Gibraltar is a very close-knit community, and they all live together in absolute harmony. Well, mostly absolute harmony, actually. There is the odd row, but not about religion. About business, competitors, nothing to do with religion. So it's the type of community that, oh yeah, I love thunderstorms too, and this is just brilliant. I'll try and get the camera. Don't know how long the lead is. I'm gonna put you guys out in the rain. No, I'm not going for cat treats. Right, we're gonna find out how long this lead is. Oh, it looks a bit. Maybe I need to wipe that. Yeah, that's better. I've had a smudged camera this whole time. Show the cat. Oh, Faith, stop going on. Cat. Oh, we missed the lightning now. Oh, Ham Shackleton's here. You had a direct strike lightning to your house. Oh my word. I want to see if I can catch some flashes of lightning here. Right, this is what I have to live with, guys. Can you hear that? Lewis will be bouncing off the Atlas Mountains in Morocco. Mount Sidi Musa. Oh, I have got some exciting news, actually, that might happen. No promises, but it might happen. As you know, I would like to be able to go out to see the dolphins with you guys whenever I want. You know, like we go rowing. And I've been looking for a little rib, because actually, to get out to where the dolphins are, it's not very far. But it can be very challenging for a small vessel like the little dinghy, even with a tiny engine on the back. You know, it can be quite an ordeal. So I wanted something fairly substantial, like a sort of 4-meter rib, preferably with a center console. And I've been looking at them, and they're so expensive down here. I mean, it's ludicrous prices. So then I saw one for sale in the UK for £2,000 with a trailer. And I said to Ben, well, what about we buy one in the UK and you can get it shipped, we'll get it shipped down. Or we buy one in Holland and we could fly up, have a look at it, get a shipping company to bring it down, and we'll fly back. So, I mean, we've been discussing all kinds of options. And then I suddenly remembered Reggie. I don't know if you guys have seen Reggie before on mine or Graham's channel. He's fabulous. Everybody knows Reggie down here. That's not his real name. I mean, that's what everyone calls him, but it's not. His real name is nothing like that. Cats can feel the static electricity. I'm sure they can, Christina. That's not what she's shouting about. She wants cat treats. She's quite fed up. She's like, stop messing about, talking to people on the internet, and come and do something important like feed me, ban the cat biscuits, lemon. I live on the boat a lot of the time. John Anna. Oh, did you see that? Well, it's going to get dark soon, and if the storm continues, I might keep this live going until it gets dark. What time does it get dark down here, Faith? Should get dark fairly soon, shouldn't it? So they change the clocks, and we're in the winter. She wants treats and attention. I know, Lady Nemu. I know. I love thunderstorms. And I'm just going to check my windows. I'll be back in a sec. Oh, did you feel that? Oh my God. Because I'm not giving you biscuits. I just want to check if my window repairs worked. So far, so good, people. It's absolutely pissing down, and not a drop has come through yet. The power of the word yet. I was going to say something. I mean, I don't want to be flippant because I'm sure everybody wishes Lady C well, that accident she had. But it got me thinking about the voodoo again. Do you know what I mean? Just thought I'd put that out there. Makes me wonder. 2K with a trailer is good. It is, Carla, but I would fuck the trailer off because firstly, we don't have a slip around here. It would just have to go in the water, you know, splash. And then I'd get a little mooring. The little mooring. I mean, the mooring for this boat's not that expensive. A little mooring for a little boat like that. What accident? Well, Michelle, she fell and broke her pelvis. She's in hospital. She went to, I think she said she went to a hotel for a private showing for a movie. And she said it was pitch black in there. And they didn't warn her. No lights on in there. Doesn't sound like they had any stewards to say, mind the drop. She walked forward and there was an 18-inch drop and she didn't know. And she fell. Of course, she's in her 70s. And she broke her pelvis and she's in absolute agony in hospital now. And she's been doing her videos from her hospital bed. So I'm thinking, I'm enjoying having good smoke. I know not everyone approves. I know, poor Lady C. It's going to be a long recovery, I think, for her. Yes, exactly. Be mad. I mean, if they've got a drop like that, you like when you go into the cinema. I was telling Benji about this. Benji said, "How the hell could they not have had lighting, like a lighting strip, to show there is a step like they have in the cinemas?" I don't know if she's actually had the operation now. I saw she uploaded a video this morning, but I haven't had time to watch that yet. Again, the power of the word yet. Oh, you're having a biggie too? Oh no, Elsie. Well, I hope it all goes well. Does make me wonder about voodoo, though. There seems to be an awful run of bad luck for the royal family, doesn't there? And there's been a bit of a run of bad luck for some of us YouTubers. Surgery today, Christopher Bill. Is that you or Lady C? I like Needy Cat. I like Needy Cat. She's a bossy cat. She is like one of the bossiest cats ever. Oh yeah, I might check the weather forecast and see how long this is going to go on for, because I always use Gibraltar Wind Finder. I find it's like the most reliable of all of them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The rain is going to get really intense by 7 o'clock, and it's only 6 minutes past 6 here. It's going to really, really ramp up. No wind whatsoever. It's getting quite noisy, actually. And sunset Gibraltar. 6:30, 6:20 in 10 minutes. Oh my God, this is just perfect time. I couldn't have timed it more perfectly if I tried. Oh, the comments. Oh my God. I wonder if she hasn't got some poppets, different people around. I don't know. Yeah, Wanda, I love a good thunderstorm. It's going to be dark in 10 minutes, guys, and then you'll be able to see the lightning. And no, Ava, I haven't found the snake yet. I've been thinking about that damn snake. Did you know we had a pet one, and it escaped a couple times. It went missing for about 8 weeks the first time. Oh, hi, Trevor. And the second time it went missing for about 3 months. I mean, I thought it had escaped and we'd never see it again. So they can hide for a long time. Luckily, the cat is so into her treats. She sits on top of me while I'm asleep, and she stares at me all night long until I wake up in the morning ready to give her treats. So I'm pretty confident if there is a snake that the cat will, well, hopefully it's not a big one that'll eat her. There is no snake. Well, I know what I heard, Ginger. Stranger things have happened around here, I can tell you, in the last 12 months. Incredible things, which I will tell you all about one day, just not right now. It's 10 minutes to go. Cat stare. Yes, Michelle. All night. You know, it's kind of creepy. A snake keeps away mice. Yes, TMT. Yeah, it does. I've got a story about that as well, which I'll tell you all one day. Ninjas are very good at replacing things. Well, I'm not sure I know where he bought it from, actually. It just turned up one day. He bought it. I suppose I could contact them and give them a serial number. I'm thinking it's some sort of software thing, because I mean, it comes on. If you'll excuse me a moment. Hello.
Hello, I've got a quick question for you.
I'm live on YouTube, so be careful what you ask me.
I was going to ask if you have any umbrellas on the boat.
Yeah.
So I'm to be at the boat shortly. I was wondering if you would be kind enough when I get there to meet me at my car. I don't have any umbrellas. There's very heavy rain.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Ben, it's only a down the pond. Oh my God. Well, I'm fucking live at the moment.
Listen, right? I would agree. Yeah, it's just down the pontoon. I just got out of my car and ran to Promoto from my car, and I'm talking like not even 10 meters. I'm soaked.
Just a moment, and I'll ask, would that be all right, ladies and gentlemen, if I go and take him an umbrella?
Not right now. I'm still on Cemetery Road.
Exactly, Ginger. He won't melt. He's going to melt if he gets wet. Would you guys mind when he arrives if I go and take an umbrella for the crybaby?
I'm hydroplaning.
Yes, they mind. Yes, they mind.
Well, it doesn't help that as well. I don't have a windshield wiper at the minute. I'm
Oh
driving.
my God, Ben! I said this morning. What did I say?
Yeah, I know. I'm going to move out right now to get one. Like, I'm using the one good one, and I also wrapped a microfiber over the wiper arm, which doesn't seem to work actually.
Well, it won't, and it's certainly not in this rain. And it's going to rain for about another hour.
Yeah, I'm hydroplaning, lovely.
Oh God! Are you driving?
Yes.
Right. Talk to you later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, Rona. Well, when he arrives, he's in La Linea somewhere. Ooh, yeah, you're going to be able to see this lightning much better soon. What were we talking about before that? Oh, the kids, right? Graham and I came home from work when they were at school, and there was a cage on the boat with 3 hamsters, white, fluffy hamsters. And we had 2 cats back then. And me and Graham are like, what the hell's this? Where did these come from? And the kids said, oh, some man gave them to us. I mean, he obviously wanted to get rid of them. Oh, they're pets. Mum, can we keep them? Well, they were the biggest escape artists I've ever known in my life. I mean, they've got little hands. They could literally get hold of the latch, and they figured out how to undo the latch. And I mean, they'd be out, and it's a boat, for goodness sake. And I'd come home, there'd be like 2 in the cage, or none in the cage, or 1 in the cage. Well, we were lucky, and we managed to find them. I said to Graham, well, they're nocturnal, aren't they? So we'll wait till it gets dark, and we'll put some food out on the dining room table, and now I bet they'll come. And they did. And we caught the little buggers. And this kept happening, and it was driving me mad. So I've got a bit of a confession to make. In fact, I might be able to find. God forgive me, Charlie's bar. God forgive me. I might be able to show you something. Because I think you can search for words. They might have. No, I think they've had the reviews removed. But anyway, there's some nice vegetation in the marina we were in before. And I wanted them to have a happy and a free life. So I released them, and I didn't realise they'd make their way to Charlie's Bar restaurant. And some of the customers saw them and left them a very bad review and said they'd seen a white fluffy rat. And as soon as I read it, I knew. Ben can buy an umbrella when he gets the windshield wiper plate. Yes, Anne. Well, it's getting dark now. We've got about 6 minutes to go till it gets dark. The lazy pair have no talent, so unless they steal someone else's, they might do a bank robbery. Can you imagine that? Harry formulating a cunning plan. Meghan wanting the starring role of the lead bank robber. Funny story, a lady knocked my door and said her cat got out, and I believe it may be in your shed. I have a chihuahua, and she came out with a Maine cat. It was like a lion. Actually, do you know, that's reminded me of another story. My dad had a secretary who agreed to babysit somebody's chihuahua, and her cat ate the dog. That, I swear to God, her cat was huge. It was a domestic cat, but it ate the dog. And they came home, they locked them both in the kitchen, and they came home and they found the, you know, the crime scene. If you had a snake, I'm surprised it didn't eat them. Well, I mean, the snake came later, and it was really small. It was a little corn snake. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it, dragonfly? And they're quite scary, actually, corn snakes. I mean, it was a really sweet little snake. But, you know, I mean, she'd go off and do her own things. Say, Mum, can you go to the pet shop? Can you buy some frozen dead mice? This is what you have to do. You've got to get it out. You've got to let it thaw for 20, 25 minutes. Then you've got to put it in the tank with the snake and let the snake eat it. So, I mean, that was one of my jobs. I thought I didn't even want a fucking snake in the first place. And the speed with which that corn snake, it was only like this long, and the thickness of my finger. She sold it to someone in the end. But the speed with which this snake would come and just wrap itself around the dead mouse so fast, and its mouth was on it. And I looked up corn snakes, and they can grow quite big, like 6-7 foot long. It's a constrictor, and I really don't see that that's any less of a threat than a python. And they have python type markings. I can't even watch snakes on TV. Hi, Sandy South. There's a lot I can't watch on TV. Horror films for a start. Oh my God, is that hail? You never know what might happen during this storm. Is that hail? Have I got a leak? What's going on, Cat? I think it's hail. Oh my God, it is. Oh, this is going to be an awesome thunderstorm. I better. Oh, here's the umbrella. Found the umbrella, guys. Just checking my windows. I'll tell you what, I am so darn proud of my fiberglassing of those windows. Normally, well, you must have seen the video, perhaps not all of you, because you might not have been with me this time last year, but you guys remember the video I did with literally a streak of water coming through the living room ceiling. Oh my God. And that would happen. We've been quite lucky, actually. It hasn't really rained. This is sort of the first. Yes, my windows are a kind of a work of art, Dragonfly. They've become a little, you know, I've got a few tweaks to do, but at least it's not letting water in. And I no longer have a shower over the toilet when it rains. That was another feature of the boat. And also, this is bizarre actually, because I haven't done any fiberglassing on this side of the boat, which we're right above my bed here. And this computer is right above where Graham slept. And all the years we had this boat, if he slept on that side of the bed and it rained, it would leak on him. So we'd swap sides, because I'd say, well, I don't, you know, I can sleep with a bowl. I don't mind. And then it would stop leaking. And he'd go, how come it doesn't leak when you're sleeping there? So I say to him, well, I think God just doesn't like you. That's terrible, isn't it? I say, it's because you don't help me with the boat. So he's like, he's smiting you. And since he hasn't been around, no water's come through. It's really bizarre. It was like the curse of Graham, poor Graham. Because on our old boat, it did the same thing. It would leak wherever he slept. Harry can do the dishwasher commercial. Washing dirty pans, pots and pans across America. Built-in bidet. Oh yeah, oh, we can remember those. Anybody here got a bidet? Before I crack any bidet jokes, I'm sure they're marvelous inventions. When I was a kid, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out what the second weird-looking toilet was all about. People don't really have them. Our house had one when we first got it. It had a toilet, a shower, and this bidet. And we ripped it all. We ripped the whole lot out, and that's where Graham built the bath. Yes, we do. 4 years ago, we had to replace all the siding on our house and replace every window because of the hail. Goodness me. Oh, I saw there's a YouTuber who put up a video of a load of hail. I think it was that lady Rainbow Pyramid. She put pictures up on her community post. I wonder how he's getting on in this weather with no windscreen wiper. I did say to him this morning that he should have fixed that as a priority, because I remember having a similar problem myself years ago. My friends used to play with our bidet. I hope the noise of the storm isn't driving you crazy. I'll show you the storm. Look, the sky's gone with colour. You live in Oak, Cat. Goodness me. And look at all that lot coming down the window. Boo boo, shush, stop making a fuss. Look at all that water coming down the windows and there's not a drop coming in. Success. Victory, people. No! Oh, it's easing off. You won't need the umbrella after all. I think the sky's changed colour because the sun's setting. It should set in about 2 minutes. So I really, really hope we're going to get some lightning. They're waterproof, Rusty Mouse. They're special garden cushions. The colour faded a little because the sun down here is just so harsh. But I'm not bothered about that. At least I've retrieved them back from the water. Yes, of course it'll cool. It'll cool. It's not the rain, Joanna. It's she wants treats. Here it comes again, Sandy South. No, she's not starving. I gave her loads of treats before this live, Zephyr. She's just addicted to catnip. Hello, fellow peeplings, Kimbers. I just saw another YouTube who made a reading about Marcus. He is the only person MM can trust to support her. Well, I'm not sure trust is the right word. Arrangement. Those two would throw each other under the bus in a blink of an eye. Yes, we'll chat about Megsy while we wait for the sun to go down. And then it will be much more exciting, won't it? Co-conspirators. Is that what we are, Elsie? We're all co-conspirators. If you'll excuse me a moment, I'll just go give my cat some treats and then hopefully she'll shut the fuck up. Perhaps there's still one tiny leak. Cat's been fed, everybody, so she's going to shut. She'll be back in a minute for more. Yes, Sam Shackleton and darn cat. Yep. I mean, they just know, don't they? If they nag enough, they're going to get what they want eventually. And she does this all day. She rules this boat with an iron paw. She always has, really. Never. You'd love to be in an earthquake, Mandy. Oh, I don't know about that. We had an earthquake down here in 2016. We just moved into the house. Well, we've been in there a couple of weeks. And, you know, my glasses in the kitchen, I've got all these coloured glasses and plates and stuff. Well, just everything in the kitchen started to go chunk, 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 chunk. And it went on for many minutes. And everyone was in different parts of the house, and they all started to come down and go, what's going on? And then it stopped, and I said, I think that was an earthquake. So we went on Facebook, of course, straight away. That's what you do in this day and age when you're having a catastrophe. You go straight to social media. We went to one of the local Gibraltar sites, and I said, our house just shook. Did anybody else feel that? And like everyone in Gibraltar and the local area went, yep, that was an earthquake. Cats can be vocal, Nancy. You know, she used to be a really quiet cat once upon a time. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Boom. That's not fun. That's her jumping down off something with all the four paws. Here she is. She does that. Boom. And it's to announce her presence. Like, really? You're a bad cat. Feel better now? Good. I'm just going to check the 360 to see where Benjamin is. Because he should have been back by now. Maybe they're fitting his... Oh, he's in the marina. Oh, okay. I just lit a fag and everything. If you guys wouldn't mind talking amongst yourselves for a moment, I will go and take an umbrella to my crybaby of a son. You can guard the fork, cat. I need a bit card. I need a bit. No, you see, she wants no fucking way, mate. No way. No. This is a crisis. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's not raining that much now. I don't think he needs an umbrella. Oh. Hello.
Hello, I'm here now, and I went to Fuba and I've got a new blade, so
really good. And it's just stopped raining, so you don't need me to come.
It hasn't stopped raining. I can assure you of that.
Ben, it has, and pretty much it has.
It hasn't.
Okay, I'll see you in a minute.
I'm already soaked as it is.
All right, all right. I'll be two shakes of a lamb's tail. It's not the most inconvenient time. Okay, I'm back, everybody. Sorry about that. Oh.
Here's your umbrella.
Thank you. Oh yeah, have any of you guys got fireworks going yet? Sheep, grin. 2 shakes. Oh, 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Yeah, of course. That it
What?
was quite quick.
What was?
2 shakes of a lamb's tail to come and get you.
Is that an expression?
It is. Yeah. What do you want for dinner?
I'm not hungry at the minute.
Oh, I'm getting hungry. I think I'm gonna have egg and chips. I'm gonna have chip butties.
At the minute, I just want to get warm.
Okay.
Fucking cold and wet.
You could curl up in my bed if you like. It's nice and dry in there.
Nah,
I'd
'cause-
avoid one of the chairs in the living
Listen,
room.
right? Listen.
Would appear my leak-proof shit doesn't quite work exactly. It's just a tiny bit of a leak. Only a tinsy one.
It's fine, as long as it's not as much as it was before.
Oh god,
And as
no.
long as my cabin is nice and waterproofed.
Oh, I haven't checked. Go and have a look and let me know.
Yes.
WhatsApp me.
Or I'll just come up here and tell you.
Well, look at that. It's gone dark now, and now that thunder and lightning has stopped.
Do you want your lights on?
No, I want the
Why?
lights off in case the lightning comes back.
Okay.
So it'll be, it's
Hello, kitty
atmospheric.
cat.
Oh, it's nice flat sea, but the wind's going to pick up again. Right. Let's have a look at a few more of these comments about old Megsy. As we never tire of taking the piss out of her, do we? Truth Slayer Simmer. Honestly, the way they choose to do things, the opposite of way good, makes me firmly believe that their goal is to become notoriously unsuccessful. Why? That remains to be seen. It is. It's like they're going for the Guinness World Book of Records of how many failures they can clock up. Fucking hell. Show more comments. Yes, please. I have every, this is Alison C. Mark, I have every expectation that they will end up with their own reality show on Bravo and guesting on Watch What Happens. What's that? There isn't anything else left for them. Oh, I don't know. Karaoke, maybe? Has anybody heard Megsy sing? What is egg and chips? Well, I don't know how to answer that. Chips are fries, and an egg is something that a chicken lays. And I normally fry 2 eggs, and I do some. Do you call them potato chips, or is that crisps? Bravo, she'll be on Below Deck. Oh, she's not even classy enough for that. That show. Harry's wife is not good at anything, not even failure. Oh, I don't know. I think she's pretty spectacular. Hash browns, French fries. It's really interesting, isn't it, that we speak English both sides of the Atlantic, and yet it's so different. Not scrambled fried, yes, because I like to make a chip butty and then I dip the bread in the egg. It's all disgusting. There is lightning outside your window. Is there? I think it's stopped now. That's so disappointing, because if it's so blooming inconsiderate. I can't wait for Markle's next upside down jam syrup. Well, true believer, she's working very hard on boiling water at the moment, isn't she? How to boil water, how to make a cup of tea. Oh my God. Can we sink any lower? I had dental surgery. I could use some eggs and soft fried. Yeah, I love egg and chips. I really love them. Champagne. If you are going to cook egg and chips, don't forget to elevate it by adding flour sprinkles. Oh, it must be like eating food with sand in it or something, mustn't it? I had an aunt, I'm sure I've told you guys this before. I hated broccoli for years because she'd serve broccoli with everything and it had sand in it. And unless it was the pepper, maybe she was using ground pepper, but to me as a kid, it tasted just like it was full of sand. And that's how I imagine Megan's flour sprinkles. I mean, why do you need to sprinkle flowers? What nutritional value can the flowers have? Are they good for anybody? They make the food look a mess, like a dog's puked all over your food. So why would you do that? And more to the point, why would you pay to buy flower sprinkles when you could go pick some flowers from your own garden and, I don't know, chop them up and let them dry out in the sun, or cut the grass and sprinkle some grass cuttings all over your food. You know, if you like to fuck your dinner up like Megan does. And all she does on her Instagram is chop shit up. She doesn't cook anything. It's like, oh, I'm going to make a sandwich. So she cuts up a load of bananas to put on some bread, and then squirty cream, flour sprinkles, another layer of bread, cuts it. Yeah, that is not cooking. Hamster food, yeah. Time for tea, yeah. She's organic. Yeah, I know, lady. I know. I have them in my garden. Good grief. And I mean, do the FDA food standards or whatever you guys have in America, are they really okay about this potpourri being sprinkled all over people's fucking dinners? I mean, in the 80s, they put a bowl of that shit in the toilet, make it smell better. There's old Megsy. Oh, give me that basket of potpourri and let me sprinkle it all over your food. Oh my God, was that the one you got from the toilet? Sprinkles on ice cream. She'll be selling sand next. Yes, flour sprinkles elevate everything. Even dog poo is elevated with flour sprinkles. I can't wait for the shit show to end with those two. I really can't. And we can all get back to something more interesting. I've been watching all sorts of stuff. I've had all sorts of weird suggestions pop up on YouTube the last couple of days. And I mean, it's kind of cool stuff. I don't know, maybe it's stuff you guys are looking up, and that's why I'm getting to see it. And I spent about 6 hours. I stayed up the whole night the other night, and I watched 6 hours of vintage Coronation Street with Elsie Tanner, Hilda Ogden. Oh, it was awesome. I just loved it. And I actually got into the story, and I had to know what happened next. And there's some channel that's uploaded all these really, really archaic episodes of Coronation Street. Then I thought, oh, I'm going to check up on my favourite baddie of all the soap operas, Kim Tate, Emmerdale Farm. I love Claire King. I would love to meet Claire King. I'd faint if I met her. I really would. I wouldn't know what to say. I'd become all tongue-tied. I think she's fucking marvellous. We saw her once in Gibraltar, me and Graham. Not long after we bought the boat. She'd left Emmerdale at that point. And we were in the ICC centre, and she was there, and we were both so dumbstruck. Neither of us had the courage to go up to her and go, oh, can I have your autograph? Did anyone see Harry's bum crack? I heard about it, Cat Lady, but I didn't actually look. Rather not see anything like that. I know, be mad. I mean, I used to be really into all of them. EastEnders, Coronation Street, Emmerdale. I even watched Hollyoaks. I went through a bit of a Hollyoaks phase at one point. Big bum crack. I've watched a lot of vintage content lately. Yeah. I mean, it's Rhonda, are you getting that too? I mean, I'm wondering if YouTube's trying to make suggestions to us all, to keep us with the will to live, and knock all this Megsy shit out of the park. Baseball crack. I hope she gets sued for poisoning people. Oh dear. Oh, I thought we'd lost internet then for a minute. Can we call the plumbers? Gaslight butties. I don't know if you're talking about bum cracks there or sandwiches. Old movies. Yes, Elsie. I've been watching. Hi, Akita. I know you're not a bot. I know. If you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, guys, I'd really appreciate it, especially as fucking YouTube seems to be running a campaign. I haven't watched Coronation Street for ages, but remember the days with Elsie Tanner. Well, I didn't watch Corrie till after Pat Phoenix sadly had died. So I've been watching the vintage ones of her in it, and oh, she's awesome. I love her. When it's so amazing, she loves putting her flower foo on everything. But do remember, she believes, oh, I can click on these comments. I always forget this, but I've got to be in StreamYard to do that. Needs puffs, pastry in the freezers, just in case that important day might come up. Yeah, exactly, Heidi. She's not a cook. She's not a cook. And she's not even someone who does presentation. Right, let's talk about this. I don't know what the hype button is. I don't understand. I mean, I do it for other channels when I see something goes hype. Okay. And I was hyping them all one day, and it went, you've used up all your hyping for the week. And I thought, okay, there's rules about this shit. I don't even know what it is. It took me about a month to realize that in order to see the comments, I had to swipe it to the side. I'm not able to listen properly due to little dog who's petrified of bloody fireworks. Oh, bless him. Oh, I know. Holder shaving her broom through the ceiling. Yes, that is the exact episode that I watched the other night. The fight between number 11 and number 13. So is YouTube making that suggestion to me because you've been watching it, Time for Tea, and other people have been watching it? I don't know. No, I don't know what the hype. I don't know what it is. Trad zone, is that like a tranquilizer? Oops, I've missed the comment now. Trazodone. Yeah. My mum used to get a tranquilizer from the vet for our dog, and she'd give the dog like half a little trank on bonfire night, because Lewis is very, very noisy. Don't you think you can hype during a live? No, I don't think so. I don't really know what it's all about. I think if YouTube could just work on their other areas and just not worry about new shit like hype buttons, like stop shadow banning people's comments. I see that a lot. People have actually emailed me in the past to say, you know, have I blocked them because their comments not showing? And that's not the case. I don't know. Sometimes I get told off. I've been told off in the past. If I say something like "hell yeah" in a comment, a box comes up. YouTube goes, "Are you sure you want to post this?" And I think, well, yeah, I typed it. That's right. Yeah. And then I get a warning: if you behave like this again, your comments will be invisible for. And I think, oh my God, when did Hitler take over? CBD oil, not full spectrum for dogs, work for mine. Oh, pour a little bit on their doggy treats, I suppose. I might try that on the cat, chill her out for a bit, stop her fucking nagging me. I'm only joking. I'm not really going to do that to her. I'd like to see her make dinner for 4. Yeah, Mandy. Now, wouldn't this be interesting? I don't know if you guys have this in America, but in the UK, we have a show called Come Dine With Me. It's hilarious. It's one of my favourite shows. And they get 4 people who don't know each other, and they each have to host a dinner party for the others, and it's a competition. And at the end of each dinner party, each person gets to vote out of 10 what they thought of the host's dinner party. And it's hilarious because, I mean, some of them have arguments at the dinner table. Some people just can't cook to save their life, and they serve the most disgusting food. And the people are very strong about it behind the scenes, which of course is on camera. Then they all, and whoever wins £1,000 or something. Now, occasionally they do these things for celebrities, which are even more hilarious. In fact, one of the celebrities gave all the others a nasty bout of gastroenteritis, I think, or food poisoning. That's what we want to see Megsy on. Now, who would the other 3 dinner guests be? Be nice, people. Harry's not allowed, although it could be amusing to have Harry there. If Harry was a contestant, he'd do something like beans on toast or fish fingers or something even less complicated. How about 4 in a bed? I haven't seen that show. Brazil is a groovy gig for William. Well, you know, William is a legend because he's basically following in the footsteps of Prince Albert and Queen Victoria. You know, Isambard Kingdom Brunel, they sponsored and they put up all these contests for people to find solutions to problems, real solutions. I think Isambard won quite a few of the contests. So William is basically reviving that idea. Rather than moaning and griping and groaning about, you know, oh, we're hurting the planet, he's promoting and helping people to come up with actual solutions that work. What, the Come Dine With Me? The failure weeks were the worst of the worst. Do you know what, Rhonda? I might watch the best of Come Dine With Me. I love it when they have a screaming argument at the dinner table. It's awesome. Can you imagine Megsy? And they'd have to do it live on YouTube. So she can't have anything edited out. Can you imagine the looks, the screaming, the tantrums? Now, who would I have as the other 3 guests? I don't know. They usually have 2 men and 2 women. I suppose we could get away with saying Harry would be one, because then we could all observe them in their natural habitat, you know, together, and him flinching every time she screams. So we'd have to think of another couple that they could invite, someone horribly inappropriate, someone they'd never be seen dead with in a million years. Oh, I know, some members of her family. Oh God, please God, God, make it happen. Oh yeah, I being served. Oh, I remember that. Miss Brahms. I was a huge fan of Wendy's. David and Victoria. Yes, could be. Actually, I saw something on Instagram, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but you know when she was going picking vegetables from her stupid garden that wasn't her garden in the rented house. Well, I saw that David Beckham was one person, and that other, I don't know what this other guy's called. It's the guy who had brain surgery. They played the Cray twins. I'll get his name up because he was another one who did it. Cray twins. He's really well known in the UK. Gary Kemp. I think it was Martin. Yes, Martin Kemp. Anyway, David Beckham did a little video for Instagram with Victoria where he laid down on the ground and he dug in his vegetable patch and he pulled out what was clearly a shop bought carrot. And I'm sure they were taking the piss out of Megsy. And he went, look, Victoria, what I've done. She went, that's amazing. He said, carrot. You've grown a carrot in our own garden. Oh, it was hilarious. And then Martin Kemp did the same thing. He went, look, Beckham's, and his was even more obvious. I think he had a price tag or something on it. And I'm not sure if Daniel Craig did a piss take as well. And I saw it at the time and I forgot to mention it to you guys. I just thought, this is hilarious. These A-listers are having their own private little joke at Megsy's expense. Check if you like this, because I did before she started, just saw it was removed. So I liked it again. I'm not sure what that is. Has she been deleting her posts again, old Megsy? She loves to do that, doesn't she? Is oh, I don't know if Meghan Markle's talking. She'll pull old crying makeup artist out of the wardrobe when she needs him. I think the only reason she has that guy hang around is so she can point to him and go, look, I didn't fire him. I didn't fall out with him. Dan Wootton. Maybe. Princess Anne. Yes. Gordon Ramsay. Definitely. Hi, Moj. Gordon Ramsay would have to be one of the guests on this Come Dine With Me. And then they all take a turn. So we have one place left. And we better make it a lady. Yeah, it would be a fabulous dinner party. Be hilarious. Can you imagine Gordon going around going, you fucking idiot, Harry. What the fuck are you doing, Meghan? Get that fucking shit off my food. I'm not, flour what? Just fuck off. Can you imagine? Piers Morgan. Emma, great minds think alike. And Epitome UK. Yes. Did anybody else? Yes. Piers Morgan, Gordon Ramsay, and Fergie. Fergie and Andrew. Oh my God, we're on a winner. Seriously, I'm serious, guys. Can you imagine if it was like a live bake-off on Netflix? The whole world would watch, wouldn't they? Andrew, Sarah, Megsy, Harry, Piers Morgan, and Jeremy Clarkson, and Gordon Ramsay. They'd have to have quite a big dinner table, wouldn't they? Katie Hopkins. You're getting worse. Lady C. Yes, Lady C, because she did that program years ago with Borat. She didn't realise that it was a character, Sacha Baron Cohen. And I think it was her who said, oh, what do I do if I want to go to the toilet? And she said, oh, you just say, may I be excused? You don't need to tell everybody at the toilet that you're going to the toilet. And so he goes and he comes back and she said, is everything all right? And he said, yes, thank you. I have very nice shit. Thank you. I'm sure that was with Lady C. Hi, Barbara. It would blow the planet up, Angela. It really would, wouldn't it? It could be called the Megsy Bake Off Challenge. She could have a whole show. Oh my God, can you imagine if she actually does something like this? But she won't invite any of those characters. She'll invite some arse licker. Sorry if she has to serve anyone. She will say racism. Oh yes, Princess Michael. I bet she's a dab ant in the kitchen. I think someone said she's having the operation today. Bless her. I really hope all goes well. Because I think it's a question if they're not going to quite know what they find until they actually go in. Yes, I think we're on to a winner. See, brainstorming. All we had to do was get together, and we figured out in how many? 1 hour, 55 minutes. We have figured out Meghan and Harry's future career. Let's see if the Daily Mail prints a story about it, because you know they watch all of us, don't they? They read all your comments, and then they make a big fucking story like it actually happened when it was actually us that were just having a chat, and it turns into a massive thing. Bake Off chat. Oh, it'd be hilarious. I swear, any of you American guys out there have not seen Come Dine With Me. I'm going to put just a little taster in the comments. So anyone who has never seen this show, and I'm sure you have all seen it, the best of Come. I think the funniest one I saw was a guy who made haggis. Now, that I love haggis and neeps. I adore it. But this guy made the worst looking haggis in the world. And he was convinced he was going to win. It was money in the bank. And they literally looked like a human shit. The shape, the colour, the look on the faces of the guests. When he put it in front of them, and then he's gone to do his little video diary in the kitchen. He's like, I think they're impressed. It's in the bag. Oh, Sharon Osbourne. Well, bless her. I think Sharon's been through a lot this year. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm trying to highlight. Oh, I can't. Oh, right. I'm in the wrong window. Yes, poor Sharon. I'm not sure she needs to. Right, the best have Come Dine With Me. There's been some new ones. I wonder if they've got the haggis guy. Sore loser. This will be a good one. Right. Share. Copy link. I've never seen this episode before, but I'm going to put it in the comments. And then any of you that want to watch this later on at your leisure can enjoy that. Yes, poor Sharon. She's had a very Megsy's dinner party. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I so want this to happen. But not Chrissy Teigen, Amber Heard, Blake. None of them. No, Beverly, no. We want fights at the dinner table. We want gossip. We want trauma. We want outrageous headlines. We want photographs of Megsy tearing her hair out and screaming. And we need a guest. Hi, Demelza. We need a guest who's willing to say, did you bake this bread yourself, or is it shop bought? Because there's always someone like that, isn't there? I bake my own bread to make the bread rolls. I mean, I couldn't do that shit. I'd probably order a takeaway. I'd cheat and just put it all in the bowls. Make some pans dirty. Yeah. I think we've come up with some gold. It took us a little while to get there. It took us 2 hours, people, but we've finally come up with a solution. Well, it happens to us all. And it's going to happen to Harry. It's happening to Harry before our very eyes. Apparently, he's really sensitive about the hair loss. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to, no slickers. I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you very, very, very much for joining me this right royal piss take. I think that's what I should call them from now on. Let's have a right royal piss take. And perhaps we should do our own Come Dine With Me amongst a selection of YouTubers. And each YouTuber could go live. It would have to be live, I think. Cook a dinner and then serve it up. I don't think they'd get any, you know, there's no way they could post food or anything like that. And it'd be down to you guys to pick a winner. I'll leave that with your imagination. Thank you very, very, very much for being with me. Thank you very much, moderators. You are appreciated. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and may your God be with each and every one of you, pets included.